morning. What is it? It's like 9:42. It's crazy. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. So, what's everybody up to today? Isn't today like Tuesday, Wednesday? It's Wednesday, right? So it's hump day. Woo! Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so let's start off. Let's do some moisturizer. Okay? And we're going to talk about something that just happened to me. And if anybody has any suggestions on how to help it, I would appreciate it. So about a year ago, I started getting anxiety really bad, but I didn't even know what it was, right? So I was just dealing with it, right? But it is crazy. It is a crazy thing that happens to people. I got it, I think, because I worked for a woman that was not a nice person. And I've worked for some not nice people before, but this person was crazy. And she liked to play with your brain. Like, you know, take it like spaghetti and flip it around a little bit. Yeah, she liked to do that. And I'm a very, very strong person. I mean, a very strong woman. Never had that problem before, but man, that woman just put her claws into me and had fun with my brain. So, does anybody else have this problem? Because I am trying to learn how to not deal with it, but learn how to get past it or learn how to cope with it. I've been doing pretty well. I do see a therapist, which is, I think, a good thing, right? And they have me on Zoloft, which I think is another good thing. I don't know. But I do notice that when I get warm, like hot, it tends to get a lot worse. Does anybody else have this problem? If you do, show me some hearts, show me some thumbs up. And if you do, tell me what you do to kind of help the situation. Alright, so I did behold, I'm going to do some primer because primer is good for your face, right? Yeah, Heather, that's what I'm doing, is finding my triggers. So, typically I could go into a room with no problems, right? And, just, you know, I could talk to anybody at any point in time. Now, getting in front of people, you know, a big crowd of people, you know, I think that makes anybody a little nervous, right? But now it's like, my husband just pinned on Monday, right? So my mom was here and my nanny's here, and people are like, oh, well, you'll be fine because your family's here. It really doesn't matter who is here or who is with me. Now, I have found that Harley is my crutch. So if I get really, really nervous, he's the one that I tend to go towards, that he has to be around me. So if I know that I'm going somewhere or it's a new place or I'm just a little anxious about it, if he goes with me, I seem to be a little better about it. But it is a struggle. The struggle is real. But one of my triggers I found was getting warm. Like if I start to get a little warm, I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna freak out. So it's crazy. So what else do y'all do? Do you guys like, I'm trying to learn how to breathe. I'm trying to talk to myself inside my head and go, everything's okay. Nothing's gonna happen. But it's crazy, right? It's just, and it's like, oh, that's a good idea. 7 slow out and counting. Okay, I can do that. So I just found out that I knew something was wrong because I would get very like anxious, but I didn't know what it was. And then I was talking to a couple other friends of mine, and they told me, you have anxiety. So I went and seen a therapist, and she was like, you have major anxiety. Because I started noticing I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to do anything. I was making excuses not to go hang out with my friends, which was weird because, you know, there's a lot of things I don't like to do, but I still like to go over to people's houses. I wasn't going to people's houses anymore. And if you know me, you know this is not me. You know, I was not like this. I would go be and do. Boy, I was right there with the best of them, hanging out, having fun. And then when I started noticing that, I'm like, even when people would come into my house that I knew, I would get very anxious. And I'm like, what the hell is going on with me? So, thanks, Tammy, for sharing my video. I appreciate it. But it is just, it's a crazy thing, and it just, I'm working through it, like I said, but it is such a difficult thing. Hey, Michael. Hey. But like I said, I am working through it. But like I said, if you guys have any suggestions or anything else that can help me, I would appreciate it, because I'm telling you what, on Monday, I also have Ativan that I can take, and I took even like a double dose of that to try to help, and it just, it overwhelms me. And the sad part is where I went was, I've been there before, and I know almost all the people that were there, you know, friends and family or whatever, and it just like, it hits you like that. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, Harley, I'm getting scared. And there's nothing to be scared of. Absolutely nothing to be scared of. Because it's fine, but your head likes to play games with you. It's like crazy, right? So I'm letting the primer sit in while I talk to everybody. So I had to leave, and then it just makes me cry, because then I get, I try to go to my happy place. Sometimes that works. But I just think it was a big deal, and it was something that I had to do. I had to be there for my husband, and I had to be there to pin that stripe on, because it is a very big deal. To him, to me, to everyone, it's a huge deal. So I cried for a while, and then I just kind of stayed in the back for a little bit. And everybody's kind of looking at me like, what's the matter with her? What's wrong? You know? And I'm trying to smile, I'm trying to laugh and play it off, you know, because that's what you do, right? So, but I did. I finally, you know, and I had 2 great friends with me that helped me, you know, kind of just make me laugh, talk me through it, what have you. But we, you know, and then another friend of mine, one of the same girls, walked me over, and I was able to pin a stripe on. But I'm going to tell you, I was thank you. I'll tell you, it was awesome. It was a great time. But it was so wonderful. I was scared to death. And here again, I'm not like that. I get nervous, don't get me wrong, but not scared like that. Like, I knew these people. It's not like I was going in front of a bunch of strangers. So that is what I'm dealing with. So doing what I do now is a blessing. I get to stay at home and do something I love to do, things that I'm learning how to do. But I still get very anxious. Now here's another crazy thing. When I go and do events, like for my business, I get a smidge nervous, but not too bad. I think it's because I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm talking about. I think I know what I'm doing. But it's just like, oh, you know, what do you do? You know what? It's crazy. So I appreciate all your guys' thumbs up and loves and hearts, because this has been a real struggle for me actually for the last year. So I've been doing like therapy and medication for close to 3 or 4 months now, I think. 4 months for therapy, I think 3 or so months with medication. And I have noticed a huge difference, but I still have a long road to go. And I'm okay with that. But being that, I mean, what that woman did, and there was other things in my life that sometimes the biggest things make more anxious. It does. It truly does. It makes everything very high. And you know, the one cool thing is I've found that a lot of my friends that I didn't even know had anxiety, they have it, and they're coming out and talking to me about it. So it is pretty, you know, it's nice to know. And I know I'm not the only one, but it was nice to know that I actually had really close friends to me and family that had it, and I didn't even know that they had it. So it's nice because they can understand where I'm coming from. But it is crazy how one person or just a couple things in your life can change your life. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it's a good thing, but this was not a good thing. I let someone degrade me, someone make me feel like I wasn't a person anymore, made me feel like I wasn't good enough for anything anymore. And I have never let anyone make me feel that way. And I let this woman make me feel that way. And the sad part was that she was my boss. You know, she was also a woman. And it's like, it was sad. You know, she was just, I don't know, it was crazy. Yeah, right? PTSD squad, right? And and I will probably have to deal with this to a certain extent for the rest of my life. But this is my journey to try to get past all this. And I'm okay with that. And that's what the makeup does. The makeup actually calms me. It sends me to my happy place. I love it. And I'm trying to get better at it. So, I don't do it for just, you know, oh, I'm here to do makeup, blah, blah, blah. No, I do it for a lot of reasons. I do it because I get to stay home. I do it because I enjoy doing it. I do it because it helps my anxiety, which is, you wouldn't think it would. You think it'd make me more anxious, but it doesn't. It makes me very calm. It's like, But I truly, truly, truly do love it. So, you know, that's me. Yes, we do need to start an anxiety group. I'm fine with that. That would be great. It kind of helped. You know, I did join a couple of them, but it's not, I don't think, what I was looking for. So yeah, we can start one. Why not? Michael, get on that. But, so now that's what I'm trying to. So when I get anxious, I get really mad because I remember why I have this, and thinking about that woman makes me even more mad. Like, I'm still in the same state, and I only live like a mile and a half from where I used to work. So I'm hoping when I move to Charleston is one of my very, very big happy places. So I'm thinking they're gonna have to up mine quite a bit. So to keep me maybe even more level. I can see some changes, but it's not enough for me. So either something a little bit thicker or yeah. I also had Harley go out and buy me, well, I was with you when I bought it, but I see all these pictures, like, and we have a place called At Home. I guess it'd be kind of like, I don't know, you can buy furniture, you can buy all kinds of stuff there, but they always have pictures, like motivation pictures, or, you know, stuff that you can put in your kitchen, like stuff like that. And I'm like, I could draw that, I could paint that. So I got in my head, I'm like, that will help my anxiety as well, right? So I still have all the canvases. I've been very busy lately, but I know that's going to help my anxiety level as well, because I enjoy doing stuff like that. By no means am I good at it, but I like to be precise with things. I like to be in control, and when I'm not in control, it kind of drives me crazy. But that's something I can control. I tried the coloring books, but they, it's too much. Like, it's just too much for me. So it's kind of like I need a happy medium kind of thing. But I got stencils, and I'm going to do my own little canvases for my makeup room when we get to Charleston. So I'm pretty excited about that, painting that. Why not? I might be turned into a, you know, Picasso. Who knows, right? So, but I am trying to find things that does help me not be so anxious, and gives me that little bit of moment, you know. And like I said, I am very excited. Thank you. It's that gel I told you about. That Tresemme, is that what I told you it was? That and hairspray and a blow dryer. You need to think about that too, a blow dryer. So, and it kind of helps crunch it up. But, you know, I don't know. So let's get crazy today. We can still keep talking. Let's do a little bit of makeup, kind of. Alright, so let's do our eyes real quick. Alright, so we need to put some primer on. And yeah, you do. Go to Walmart. That's where I can't even buy it on the base. I go to Walmart. It is a little bit expensive. I think it's like $4 or $5 a bottle, but the bottle does last me quite a bit. But my hair is really, 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 really long too. So yeah, give it a shot. And it doesn't take much at all. I don't know, I just got a message and I couldn't read it quick enough. I spend so much money on my hair. That Tresemme, I'm telling you, it's good. I think it's like $4 or $5 a bottle. I did see that insane pile of products that you have. I think you should skim it back a little bit. That's just me. I mean, I have to change products a lot with my hair, and shampoo and conditioner, because my hair starts, or my hair really, my scalp starts to go, I don't like that anymore, try something new. And then I have the other problem where I love a certain gel, And then I can usually only get it at Walmart because the commissary doesn't, well, here it doesn't really sell a lot of gel. So I love it, love it, love it. And I buy. And then, hi, Eleanor. And then they don't sell it anymore. It's like, that's how I found the Tresemme, because I used to have, was it Herbal Essence gel? Fell in love with it, right? They don't even have it anymore. And I'm like, dang it. So then I'm that person in that aisle that's like, I don't like that one. I don't like, because it has to have some kind of a curl thing to it, right? It has to have something like that. So it drives me crazy. But yeah, try that. I mean, and it's cool because the bottle itself is nice because it seems like it gets all the product out. You know, like when you get to that smidge at the bottom, it tends to get all of it out. So, and I always turn it upside down and it all goes to the bottom, and it has the, just go to Walmart, look at it. It's easier. Is she waving at me? Hi, Eleanor. It's my baby niece. Baby niece. All right, so we got some primer on our eyes. Let's work on this palette 5. Why not go crazy today, right? I don't know what we're gonna do. Don't know. Let's just grab a brush and go with the flow, right? So, but yeah, I'm trying. So, and it's nice to be able to talk about it. And that's one of, you know, when you do your own company, people are like, what's your why? Well, my why is simply that. My why of doing this is to be able to stay home, be able to travel, be able to go see my nieces and nephews when I want to, and take my business with me. You know, be able to work from home, be able to be my own boss. Like I said, I like to be in control. So this is perfect for me, right? And I don't have to go and listen to somebody else complain and yell at me, or get mad because I didn't turn in a report in time, or I didn't do this right, or I didn't do that right, or I have a customer complaining and screaming because that didn't get done right. Guess what? If it doesn't get done right in my company, it's my fault. And that's okay, because I didn't do it. I didn't do it for me. So I'm using Suspicious. It's like a brown taupe kind of color. I'm just going over the whole eye. But it's like, if I don't do it, it's okay. That's on me. Not because somebody else. So I'm earning money for me. I'm doing this for, not just for me and my family. So, and my hope one day is to, when Harley is done with his military career, I hope he goes to 30, but we'll see. If he decides one day after 20 he's done, I hope by then I have done this very well, and he can retire and work on cars, or go ride his motorcycle whenever the flick he wants to, or just do whatever he wants to do, right? That's what I'm thinking. All right, so now I'm gonna take, this is one of my other favorite colors. It's called Vintage. Okay, and I'm gonna take this crease brush, okay, and I'm gonna kind of just put it in the crease, okay? But you don't need a lot because they're very pigmented, remember that. So that is my goal doing this, is to make, I'm trying to eat it now, is to make it happen, retire him and I will never stop doing this. I have girls that are my customers that are like, well, I'll always be a loyal customer as long as you keep doing this. I'm like, I'm never not going to do this. Are you kidding me? I enjoy this. I love this. There's only been a couple jobs in my life that I've actually enjoyed, and this surpasses them. And everybody's like, I can't do that. You can do anything you want to do, because if you knew me before, you knew dang good and well that I did not wear a lot of makeup. Did not. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just kind of tapping on the side, okay, like right there, and then I'm just kind of putting it in the crease, and I'm going above the crease a little bit because I really like this color. It's called, is it Vintage? Yeah. I think that's the only two colors I'm going to use today. So if you get outside the lines, that's okay, because guess what? We're going to do our foundation after we do our eyes. And I say this all the time now, and I don't ever do it, I really need to start doing my mascara before I do my eyes, because I am the worst mascara person ever. So it's just kind of blending it in, kind of giving it just a little bit of a pop. But yeah, so, and then I'm telling you, if life can't get any crazier, it's about to. So on tomorrow, I have therapy. Then we're gonna go out with Harley's aunt and uncle, which is kind of exciting, downtown, St. Louis, at a restaurant I've been to. So I'm hoping and praying everything will be fine. If not, I'll figure it out, or I'll sit in the car. It's okay. And then next week, I don't think a lot's going on. But then the end of the month, we have Packers coming. We have them packing us up. Then we have to get this house clean, and we are out of this house at the end of the month. So by September 8th, they come in and do what they call our final out. And that's to go and look at our house and make sure that we have done what we're supposed to do and clean it the way they want it, you know, all that fun stuff. Okay, and I'm going to take the sponge brush part, and I'm going to put some of the Behold spray on it. And the reason I do that is I want this to be a little damp, because what I am going to do is I'm going to add a little of this Sarcastic right here, but I really want it to pop. So I'm going to put it on the lid, but I want this brush to be a little damp. Now I don't even know what's on it. And then I wiped it off. Good job, right? I don't know. I'm so smart. Okay. So you can do your rose water on it. It doesn't matter. You probably shouldn't do water, but I guess you can give it a try if you want to. So I'm just going to tap it in here so you see the pigment on it. Okay. So then I'm just going to take it and kind of pop it right there on the lid. And you just tappity tap, 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 tap. Right? See how that gives it just a what? I know, right? So we really just use these three colors right here, okay? So I'm just kind of tapping it into the palette, and I'm just going to tap it here on my eyelid. So I thought I was only going to do 2 colors, and I thought, you know, I need something else. And you know, I'm going to do a whole lot of go to the BX today. I need to go check out something, and see, that's another crazy thing. Like, I can go to Walmart, right, with this anxiety, not a problem. I don't know if I just know it's Walmart and it's always crazy, or if it's just, I don't know. I've only been into Walmart one time, and I was already very anxious that day, and I went in and I checked stuff out, and then I just left. I was like, nope, I just can't do this today. And I got in my car and I went home. I can go to the BX, the Base Exchange, not a problem. I can go to the commissary. Now, there are times, which thank you God, I get through the whole entire commissary and I'm standing in line, and it's like a heat flash, like a hot flash comes over me. I don't even know what a hot flash is. I don't think yet. But it's like, you know kind of when you get the cold chills, like your body's trying to calm down. I have some, and I have been sleeping with the lavender at night, but I did just get some called Calming something, and I am going to try it. It's like a roll-on, so I'm going to give that a try too. So, but I'm glad that when I get to the end and I'm standing in line, that's when it happens. So I really want to look at that cashier and that packer like, please hurry. But, I mean, they tend to get things done pretty quick. So, but it's like, oh, it's crazy. I'm trying to figure it out, though. And with y'all's help, I appreciate it. I really, truly do. So there's some of the eye, right? Okay. So now I'm going to take, and I haven't done this in a while, we're going to take palette 1. I'm going to work on palettes today. How about that? And I'm going to take Chipper. And I'm going to take my liner shader brush. Okay? So it's kind of like a dense brush. You can see that. And I'm just going to take Chipper and I'm going to do my eyebrows. Okay? And we're going to pray. Because my eyebrows have not been doing what I need them to do lately. So you're just kind of filling them in. Brows are a big deal, guys. Big deal. They frame your face. They make everything. And I'll show you here in a second how great this is. But yeah, isn't that crazy that I can go into Walmart and it's no big deal. No big deal. Like I said, I don't know, my mind just says, okay, it's Walmart, it's okay. But then I go to pin my husband's stripe on about having a nervous breakdown, you know. So I'm working through it, slowly but surely, right? So can you see how different, let me see if I can show you. See how different you go from that? See how that, it's crazy, right? It's an eyebrow, right? And I know this is taking more than 15 minutes, so I'm really sorry. But I want to start doing things to help other people. Well, I always am here to help other people. But not just talk about makeup, you know? So, and music tends to help a little bit. What else? Oh, now we're going to the crazy eyebrow that does whatever the flick it ever wants to. But I noticed another trigger, which is crazy, and I don't know why, is the Star Spangled Banner. I don't know. Did I say that right? I think I said that right. I don't know. It just gets me really, and I think, you know why I think it is though, is because I worked on the military base and I worked for a crazy Nazi, you know what, and I think that's why. So that will go away because I love my country and I love the military, and just that's what it is. But I'm finding my triggers. I'm finding another one is I get scared that I can't leave. And that's because of the crazy Nazi lady. And I'm sorry if you don't like that word, but she is crazy. And she is crazy. I have a lot of choice words, but I don't like to curse on here. So, you know, there's probably children watching and I don't like to do that. So, I have a fear of that I can't leave. And that's because of her. She was very weird about not letting us, you know, where are you going? What are you doing? I'd have to ask to go to the bathroom. All that kind of stuff. So, and I get it. I mean, I worked at the front desk. I get it. But if you didn't ask, she had a hemorrhage. If you tried to help anyone, she had a hemorrhage. She was just not a nice person. And she still works there. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I tried to get her fired because I'm like, no one should have to work with this woman. You know, I almost passed out the last day I worked there. That's when I should have noticed that something was wrong. Something was really bad wrong. Like, I would call out of work, and I don't do that. I would make up excuses just so I didn't have to go to work. Like, my stomach hurts, my toe hurts, I think I hurt my finger. You know, I would make up excuses so I didn't have to go be with her. There was one time, I couldn't remember if I locked the front door, which was a military building. The whole building was always locked down. But I get the front door, but she made me that anxious I would forget things. And I called in the next day because I was scared to death. I forgot if I forgot to lock the front door. I did forget to lock the front door, but she makes you feel bad about it. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. It is a security thing. I get it. But the way that she would say things to you, she was just a nasty person. Nasty person. If everything wasn't lined up the exact right way. And she didn't teach you anything. So if you did something wrong, you didn't know you did it wrong because you didn't get taught how to do it. And then you could answer her question, and it was never enough. Like, you would say, she would ask you whatever question, and you'd answer it. She'd ask it again, and you'd answer the same exact way. And she'd ask again, you'd answer the same way. By the fourth or fifth time, and she'd start getting aggravated, and you're trying to kind of change a couple words. By the end of it, you have answered it the exact same way 5 or 6 times. By the 5th or 6th time, she's like, oh, okay, why didn't you just say that? I mean, it was mind-boggling to me how crazy this woman was and how she would mess with people. Oh, see, that's another one of my outs. I like to go driving. Oh, Ariana, I wish you could drive. I get it, though. I can get it. I can understand it. I had a friend in PA. She never learned how to drive because it makes her too scared. She just doesn't. And I never understood it. I'm like, you really need to learn how to drive. In PA, really, you don't have to learn how to drive. There are so many ways to get around. And, you know, they have buses, they have trains, they have, I don't know, your 2 feet. You can skip if you want. I mean, you have friends that can take you. I mean, there's just so many different ways to get around. You truly, truly do not have to drive. Her and I, we were awesome. We used to go see movies, double features. It was great. Her and I were awesome. Her name was Deanna. So if you guys ever see her or talk to her, say hi. She's awesome. Okay. So I did my eyebrows. Again, I forgot to do my foundation. I'm sitting here choppity. But that's okay. We're just going to go around them, right? I can see that, though, getting anxious about driving. Totally. People are crazy out there. Totally. Totally. Like, kind of bums me out. My convention for my company is in New Orleans this weekend, right? And I had a ticket to go. I was gonna go, and I ended up selling my ticket because, well, my excuse was, which it was a valid excuse. It was not, you know, just because, you know, we're moving and it was gonna cost quite a bit of money to go and enjoy ourselves. And I was like, you know, I don't think we should go, whatever. But then the other part of me was, I didn't think I could handle it. You know, spending all that money and not be able to enjoy the classes because, you know, I don't know for sure, but I'm going to assume that there's classrooms and there's doors and rooms. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Where did my brush go? All right, I'm going to take my liquid foundation brush and I'm going to blend this in even better because, you know, I did my eyebrows before I put my foundation on. So, you know, I'm very, I hate that I didn't go. I really, really do, because I know it would have been awesome for me to go, and I've always wanted to see New Orleans. It's always been on my dream sheet to go, but that's okay. That's okay. I need to put one foot in front of the other, and I will. I'm a very, like I said in the beginning, I'm a very strong person, and I will make this happen. I will figure this out. If it takes a lot of drugs, okay. In the beginning, I was like, I'm not taking any drugs, I'm not doing that, I'm gonna make this work, you know, because I'm also very stubborn person. And if you all know me, you know that I'm very stubborn. So, and it's not that drugs are a bad thing. Drugs are a great thing. If they make you feel better and you're not abusing them, by all means, do it. So what I'm doing is I went under there and then I just cleaned up anything that was out of the lines, you know. And now I'm just kind of going down my throat. But, you know, I look at it like this. Let me get through. And I'm also going to tell you, it hurt my business a lot. All this happening and that woman being crazy and playing with my head, and I got very depressed, and the anxiety took over, the depression took over. I wasn't getting out of bed until, I don't know, sometimes 1, 2 o'clock. Harley would come home for lunch and I'm still in bed, and he comes home between 11:30 and 12 o'clock. So it was, you know, and I didn't want to do my videos. I didn't want to get up. I didn't care, you know, and then I would get jealous of other people, and that is just craziness. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm mad at this person because they're doing well, and I'm mad at this person because they're doing, that is horrible. But that was where my mind was. I was so mad about so many things, and drinking. Oh goodness, I was just having fun with that, you know, way too much. So I pretty much cut all that stuff out because I need to focus on me, and I need to focus on my business, and I need to focus on my family, and I need to focus on a lot of things. And that's where I think one day I had to take an ambulance ride because I had, my anxiety got too bad, and I cringed up, hands, fists, the whole 9 yards, thought I was dying, and I was like, enough's enough. This is enough. Enough is finally enough. So it was enough. And ever since then, I have gotten it together, you know. I try not to let it bother me too bad. It still does sometimes, just like on Monday. That really got to me on Monday. All right, so what I did is I took some of my Scarlet concealer and I put it on the back of my hand. Now I'm gonna take my my squishy thing, I can't think of it. And I'm gonna put some of the Behold on it. Behold is a before and after, kind of holds your makeup in place, but you can use it for so many different things. So you want your squishy thing, because right now I can't think of what it's called. And I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighting. Okay, so I'm gonna show you on one eye. So you just kind of go under your eye. Beauty blender, that's right. Good job, Ariana. See, you do pay attention. You know what you're doing. So you kind of go under your eye. You do like a triangle, right? And then I always go up like this. And I'm gonna show you here in a second what it does. Okay? That's hot right there. You know what that always reminds me of? Like Thunderdome. I don't know why, but like the makeup that they had, I don't know about the new one, the old one. So you kind of get in the corner right there, okay? And then you're just gonna kind of pat it around, okay? Because what you're doing is you're highlighting, okay? And I'm gonna show you the difference here in just a second. So you just pat. So I decided after my ER visit that, like I said, enough was enough, you know, and it was enough. I've done a lot of changing, and see how crazy that is? How that to that, which once I put mascara on, it's really gonna be a big difference. And it's not hard. I mean, nothing is hard, it's just learning. It's just taking the time, and I know it's hard with little kids, I get it. I totally get it. And a lot of videos. But isn't that crazy how different? It's like, bam! And you're like, oh, you know. All right, so we're gonna do the other side real quick, okay? So I usually just go under my eye, kind of get under there, get up in there, kind of in the corner, okay? I don't know why I don't use this mirror that is literally right here. I don't know. I try, I don't know why I don't. You do a triangle, and it takes very, very, very little because it's very concentrated, okay? So you come up, kind of go to the corner, because you just want all of that to really, it sharpens the look as well. Okay, so then you come down, and you just blend. Okay, and then I usually take the other end, and I kind of just do this. It kind of helps to just blend it, okay? Because you're just kind of pressing it in there. Now remember, I have stuff on that my primer, you know, that goes between your face and your makeup, because you don't want anything really touching your face, because then you don't want it to go in those fine lines and wrinkles that, you know, everybody gets or has, okay? So you see how sharp that makes that look? Pretty crazy, huh? Okay, so then you're gonna do a little bit up here, because that's where the sun like hits, and that's where everybody really wants the focal point, right? And then you're gonna come down your nose a little bit, okay? A little bit on your chin, a little bit on your Cupid's bow. See? Okay? So not only are we gonna do that, I'm gonna show you guys this another little quick trick. Like I just seen that foundation brush. Okay, so you can take a foundation brush. I'm gonna take a really teeny tiny brush. Okay, it's like this, like it's tiny. And I got these brushes from the commissary, but I know you can get them at Walmart. Okay, so I'm gonna highlight right above where my eyeshadow is. Okay, and I'm only gonna do one eye because I want you to see the difference that it makes. And you don't have to use concealer. You can use the highlighters that we have, or you can use an eyeshadow. So remember, everything dries to a powder finish, okay? So it just makes it a lot easier. And this little tube right here, this might be organic, doesn't matter. This little tube lasts, I don't know, forever. And I know you're not supposed to say forever, but it'll last a really, 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 really long time. Long time. Because you don't use very much, because it is so concentrated, okay? So you're gonna wait for that to dry. It typically does not take a long time. You can take your concealer brush and then you can just blend it out. I tried to poke myself in the eye. So see how that brightens that up? How crazy is that? It's the littlest, stupidest little things. I still gotta figure out that wing thing. I ain't figured that out yet. And everybody's like, do this, do this, do this. Yeah, it's called I can't figure it out. There's a lot of cool little tricks. So You just wait for that to dry. Like I said, everything dries to a powder finish. I don't know if you guys can hear my music. Hopefully not. Facebook will end up blocking me or something stupid. Alright, so just wait for that to dry. Try not to get the foundation or the concealer into your hair. I've known to do that too. Okay? So, then you just... Yeah, this is a concealer brush. You can also take your beauty blender. Thank God my sister reminded me what it was. So see? Or you can take your finger. It's not a big deal. Do whatever you want to do. Whoa! I'm telling you. Alright, so we've done that. Okay? And this is just a full look. You don't have to go so crazy. You can just throw some eyeshadow on, some lipstick on, and call it a day. Right? Alright, so I'm going to throw some bronzer on. Okay? This is a matte and a shimmery kind of side, so you kind of just mix it together. You go up at the top. Okay? Like so. Because you're kind of highlighting. So you do a 3 and a backwards E. Okay? And then it gives you just a little bit of something, something. Now you can always go right in the corner or in the highlight, because you do highlight, then you can do blush, then you can do bronzer. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that. You can also take your sculpting trio, if you have one, or if you have a dark like concealer. Like my lip itches for some reason. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit right here. It's the dark brown one. I'm just going to go right on the side of my nose. This is to highlight. It helps make, it's crazy how it does. Stupid sun. Stupid sun. Okay? So then, if you go like this, it actually helps to thin out your face. It's crazy. Okay? I'm telling you. I need to do this more often. You see how that pulls in your cheeks? Crazy, I know. Okay, so let's do some mascara. I'm gonna do the Epic. I really like the Epic. Now, I do like it with the 3D mascara. I haven't personally done it yet on myself, but I have watched some videos and it is amazing. So, but you know what? I was trying to think if you look down more, yeah, then I maybe have a shot of not getting it on my eyeshadow. I remember seeing something about that. And there's my other sister. Hi, sister. So that's Epic. It's a one-step mascara. Not a big deal. I need to blend that in a little. Okay, but I've learned if you look down like this, kind of cock your head back, put your eyes down, it helps with your mascara where you don't get it everywhere. I did it actually in the camper. Believe it or not, I take makeup in the camper. You just never know, you know? You just never know when you're going to put makeup on in the camper when you're camping. I actually put eyeshadow or mascara and eyeliner on and I went floating. Because that's what you do. So if you look down, it helps to keep it off of your eyeshadow. Wow. I remembered I'd seen it on some video or some, you know, something somewhere. And that way when you're doing it, it's not touching your eyes. See? Pretty cool, huh? I know, it's awesome. And then you just do the bottoms. I know, right? You just never know who you might see when you're camping. I could have seen like anybody. Of course, you know, I get it on the bottom. Alright, I'm gonna leave that alone because then I'm gonna fix it here in a second. I'm gonna show you this wonderful brush that I have that I use for a lot of stuff. I know, so I even put lipstick on. Well, it was my Bon Bon, but yeah, I mean, I thought that's what you're supposed to be ready for, but you know, whatever. So I'm gonna wait for that to dry for a second. And then this brush, this liquid foundation brush, is awesome because it fits right under your eye. I really got a clump of it right there. I'm telling you, I am the worst at mascara. Worst at mascara. Let's see how it just kind of cleans it right up. And then if you have to, you can put some foundation on there and go whoop. Or you can put your concealer back on and go whoop. It's easy breezy lemon squeezy, guys. I'm serious. Alright, so I've let my lip exfoliator have time. You can lick it off. It's just shea butter and sugar. Not a big deal. Lick it off if you want. You know, I have another sister that likes to eat this stuff. Or she used to when she was a kid. Eat. And it's not the ones that are on here. They got that ones at work. So what are we gonna do? I don't know what I want to do. All right, I'm actually going to, I gotta stop using the same colors, but they're like my fave. Like pouty is my fave. It's my jam. And I can use it as a lipstick. That's what I love about these pencils. They're so silky, smooth, soft. You just line your lips. And again, why am I not using the mirror that is right flipping in front of me? Don't know. And then you just use the side of it. See? And it lasts forever. Okay, I can't say forever. It's not forever. It's just a word I use. It lasts a long time. Long time. Love you long time, right? Way too much fun. Way too much fun. I'm telling you, like, 84. See, it's way down. So see, you can take any lip liner and put on your lip liner, eyeliner, put on your lips, put on your eyes, don't matter. Use either or. All right, what else are we gonna do? I was gonna do some eyeliner, but I don't know if I'm going to or not. I need a really, really light, that's not what I want. Really, really light brown. I had one. See, when I can find one, I can't find the other, and I find the one and I can't find the other. It's a lot. I know. It's my life. It's just drama. That's black. Don't want black. It's Prim is what it's called. This is called Proper, and Prim is a lighter brown. Why? Well, I guess I'm gonna use Proper. Well, I can't find Prim. Whatever, right? Okay, so we're just gonna go barely on the line. 1 year she got a stocking stuffer for like 6 different chopsticks. I remember that story. She's gonna kill us. We're all dead. Oh, I'm dying. Oh. Whew. I should tag her in this. Just because she's like, really, I wasn't even on here and you guys are making fun of me. Well, because we were. It is a true story. True story, she's gonna kill us. Or dead. I don't think she does it anymore. I mean, she got some of the lip exfoliator. Maybe I should ask her to show me it so I can see if she still has any left. Oh, I'm dying here, people. I'm dying. Alright, you're not supposed to use your hand. You're supposed to use a blending bud. Because once you put your makeup on, you really don't want to mess with it a whole lot. Whew, thank God everything's smudge proof and water resistant. I'm dying. Alright, we actually are gonna put a little bit of blush on. This is called Sweet. See? Yay! I'm dying. I'm dying. Okay, so you pretty much just do it right here. Oh, she's gonna kill us. And you don't need a lot because they're very, very pigmented, okay? I'm serious. Unless you want to be Mimi, then by all flipping means, go for it. Go for it. Oh, God, she's gonna kill us. Thanks. I told Ariana this too. It's the gel from Walmart. It's called Tresemme. It is a little expensive. It's like $4 or $5, but it is worth every penny. Every penny. Like, I bought one and then I loved it, so I bought another one. Well, okay, I bought one and I loved it, and I went back and I think I bought 8 more because I have this hard time that I love something and it goes away. I'm like, dang it. So what do y'all think? Think that's good? Well, yeah, it's gel. I mean, that's just crazy. I think it is $4 or $5. I don't think it's any more than that because I think it's crazy. Crazy. But thanks. Plus, I have a good girl that does my hair, and her husband retired, so you know how that is with curly hair. I can't. Now, if you go to Sally's, that place, I can't hardly do that. It's way too much. Why do I feel like that's darker than that side? No, it's not. It's just the lighting. It's just the lighting. What? Nope. Now, I've bought shampoo and conditioner that cost me, yeah, probably close to that. And then I was like, no, it's not that great. It's not that great. So, but I'm also using doTERRA's shampoo and conditioner. You can get that through Amazon. And it's kind of expensive. I don't know if that helps with the curls. I think it does a little bit. And it's like, you can get 2 bottles, a shampoo and a conditioner for like $30 through Amazon, I think it is. And it's good as well, and it smells amazing. But just look up doTERRA shampoo and conditioner. That's what I use as well. And I used Tresemme hairspray as well. So what I do is I use the doTERRA shampoo and conditioner. And then I get out and I put the gel in, then I spray hairspray on it when it's wet, and then I take the blow dryer that has the little things on it. What's that called? A diffuser? Yeah. And then that's how I blow dry my hair every morning, and that helps a lot. A diffuser helps a lot. Did not even know about a diffuser until a couple years ago. I knew they existed, I just didn't know what they did, because there was no reason, I just let it dry. And then after I found out what a diffuser was, like, oh my God, where have you been my whole life? My hair doesn't look like crap every day. She does really good. I even had her tell me how she cut it. So when I move to Charleston and I get me a new hair girl, I can tell her how to do her job. But it's hard when you have curly hair. It's so hard because they don't know how to cut it sometimes. Like, and it's even scarier. Now, she does an amazing job. Like, she washes it, then she cuts it, and it's wet and whatever. But you get those one girls that are creepy scary that wash it, and then you're like, I really know that she took a lot off of the wet hair, and you're gonna come out like this. But, whatever. So, we'll see. And I did start taking some, I just started those yesterday, hair, nail, and skin vitamins. We'll see how that works. I've diffused my hair forever. I didn't use a blow dryer before because we all know how that works. You get hair like this. It's like poof, So no, I never used a blow dryer, and I didn't know about the whole diffuser thing. She does. She cuts mine wet, and she's amazing though. But she's awesome. I mean, she just is. She's awesome. Like I said, her husband is, retiring, and Harley tried that too. He's like, I think I'm gonna retire. I'm getting jealous. Don't you go there. We already talked about this. All right, sisters, friends, and family, I need to go. I have to go organize because I've had enough of not being organized. And of course I want to organize right before I move. Why not, right? Drama! I was telling Mom when she was here, I need a kid. I need a kid to do a lot of stuff. And I was joking. I was like, man, if I lived in Washington, I could borrow Grace to help me with little crap. Dang it. Yes, they are scary. Very scary. That's what I'm scared of. And I don't remember who my hairdresser was. It was 11 years ago in Charleston. Hopefully I can remember. I know where she lives, and she did it out of her house. So I might be just knocking on whoever's. I'm telling you, I could steal one of yours. one of yours. It's like nitty bitty stuff that I need done that I don't want to take the time to do it. But I do it because I love what I do. So, all right, guys. Thank you for watching. Please, please, please share my video. It does help me with my business, and it gets it out, my face out there more, and it's kind of cute. I mean, come on. And if you like any of these products, or you just want to take my website for a whirl, go to lovethoselooks.com. And remember, you're beautiful inside and out. And I love you, sisters. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I will talk to y'all soon. Mwah. Bye.